Okay, did you hear about the storm that's coming? It's hurricane week. That's right, week 38 with the man, the legend, the myth, J Dub, Jeremy Purefoy. The man is in the house. Take her away, Jeremy.
All right, y'all. We got Hurricane Travis, week 36. 38, I'm at 38. So complex hurricanes is gonna be 25 on the clock. You're gonna have every station is gonna be its own mini stations. You have 5 stations, option for 6, depending on the class size. Once you get going, you'll have that 25, you'll hit 3 exercises 3 times each, so 9 sets, with a 30 to 40-second transition to the next area in the room, depending on your class. All right. So the top line of everyone should be a bilateral movement, and then you most likely will have a unilateral movement for the bottom 2 to help out with demonstrations and make them a little faster, so you're not going through 3 exercises in one area. So our first station, or depending on where you're at, so we have dumbbells. So we have a dumbbell, curl and press, torso tall. As you get that bicep curl and overhead press, you can get your Arnold voice going on this one. If you have any like Arnold songs, you get on Apple Music, you can definitely get some like motivational Arnold stuff going on as you do this one. I know, again, Sam's a good one with like these ad libs with it comes to like, impersonating people. So you have some fun with that. It'd be a good one too to really spot members. You want to be there to help spot them, especially if they're going overhead with it, and not having that back support with a splitty ball, making sure they're not arching their back on there. So just be there to guide them. Be a good station to start at to help members out. Exercise 2 and 3 will be the same movement. You're just going to switch up sides. You'll have your single arm chest press. So you want to keep your hips in line. All right, this is really going to isolate the chest too. Also core engagement, because as you come down with that load, you're going to be all set. So you're going to tend to want to roll towards the weight. You want to keep that core engaged as you come up with that press. So with the added instability of the stability ball and a single arm press, you're going to get core isolating the pec. So go for 25 on that right side. You got that testing and transition. You go 25 on that left side. Another station 2. If members are going to go a little heavier with the weight, that you're going to want to spot them to make that they feel safe. All right. So a good station is definitely start off with. You have a co-coach there. Typically, what's good about this week is that they shouldn't have to find their weight, because once you're there, you're going to stick with the same weight because you're not going to move throughout the room. So that's will be station 1, or whatever your dumbbell's at. That might be your station 5 or 4, but that's a dumbbell station. Then we're going to go to the power band station. All right, so you're going to get some power here. You're going to get your horizontal pull with the row. So you get the row and the squat combo right here. So a good power movement. You can do some engagement by having your hands on the shoulders as they hop up, not pressing on the shoulders. Just give them a little love so you can fight that resistance as they hop up with that row. If they're going to hop, they can always come to a calf raise and get that row. Again, they do not need to pull the power band to Asia, right? Just, again, focus on speed. You can challenge pace on this one again. And if they're using the pink band and they're, again, pulling it way across the room, that's how they break. Progress them to a heavier band. And then we're going to work with our perpendicular loaded split squat leg raise. This is a Peter twist movement. So working on anti-rotation on this one, balance. You got stability, core. So there's a lot going on this movement. So with this, I would have every member face the same direction on this one. So they can see where they're at, flare each other out, try to give each other space. They want to hold the band in front of their chest the entire time. As they go to that split squat, they're going to come up and go into a leg raise and a kick behind. It's going to be more of a single leg balance challenge too. So you're going to fight the band. So you want to walk out. So there is resistance. Always say you control the band, don't let the band control you. So you find that you are still onto the band. Walking closer, you want to keep that heart to chest. You can bring your hands out front too to progress it. Again, anti-rotation. And then we'll go into the kettlebells. Kettlebells, you have a figure 8 catch. From Globetrotters, if you got the Globetrotter theme song, is a good one for this one. Is a quick hinge. Always say front to back, front to back. So you want to pass you to the front of the leg, come up. And when you're getting the catch, don't catch it to the face, catch it to the shoulder. Say the face, all right? We want to mess up those pretty faces or teeth, knock the teeth out. So when you're getting the catch to the shoulder, front to back, come through, catch to the shoulder. Have that hand there, then catch it. That's why it's called a catch. Catch the kettlebell up as you come up. Your front loader carry, you can do any type of like catwalk song on this one. Offset. So again, you're gonna have fists under chin, lock the elbow to the torso. We don't want field goal. Bring it in as a walking plank. Great cook. So how is every carry we do is a walking plank. So again, press the belly button to your spine. Keep the core nice and tight. Work on posture. So you go 25 on the right side. Switch up 10 seconds. Walk on that left side. So you're getting some locomotion here. With that too. Offset carry, you can definitely go a little heavier with the weight as you clean it up to that chin. And if they're not going to work with offset, they can go to a single arm farmer carry. But again, sexy and I know it. You can play, I can't think of the song right now, but you know what I'm talking about. The I'm too sexy for my shirt. You can do that. Too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy. It hurts. Then we got your plyo boxes. We're going to go to the plyo boxes. Alternate step up. Now, if you do have any extra dumbbells or any extra fit fighters or anything like that, you want to add some external weight, you can do that. Alternate legs on this because that's going to be the first one to make sure they're bilateral on it. Then the second two, you're gonna have your single leg, etc. Step down. So work a single leg balance on this one. Time under tension. You want to lower yourself down slow and control, then explode back up with that single leg. So you do right side first, left side second. Again, you could add weight to this one if members got that down. You do want to go with like somewhat of a higher box so they can actually really come down slow with the eccentric movement at a 4 count. Descend and then 1 ascend up as fast as you can, popping up through the heel, not the toe. You'll see members go on their toes a lot. Pressing up through the heel, you're gonna get more activation of the glute hemi drive. And then we're gonna go into the reverse tricep extension. So having the palms facing in on this one, still want to bend and extend at the elbow joint, bringing the palms to forehead. Well, your butt should be traveling with you, so no butts left behind. I recommend always having a wider base on this, like about sort of width apart, not too close together. Because again, even with this movement, as you go down, there's core engagement. So you're not just focusing on the tricep, you're going to get the core work as well. Dropping the palm, the forehead down to the palm, and your butt should go with them. So I'll even take my 2 fingers on the outside for some engagement of their hips and make sure that your hips travel with them. If that is too much on their wrists, they're going to stick with a classic tricep extension. The closer your feet are walking in, the more intense it will be. Come more upright will make it easier. And then we had your split squat with the row. So you're going to come across body. You're going to go down into that split squat. As you come up, you should be able to roll yourself in, drive your elbows to the torso. So you want to bring your feet to more of an angle on this one. All right. And then they don't need to drop the knee down or knee issues. They're going to sit with a split stance. As they lean, they can roll in and release it back. And exercise 3. They'll just face the opposite direction. So this one was really easy. All bilateral first exercise, and the B and C movements will all be unilateral. So if you are coached by yourself on the floor, really all you gotta do is focus on saying this exercise A, this exercise B for C, and do the same movement, just hit the opposite side, and you can move on. So it takes away from trying to demonstrate 3 movements in one section. Okay, if you do need a 6 station, we have the roller oblique crunch. So you go side to side on this one. So you hit both sides as you roll side to side, reach up for the ankle. Try to bring your legs in, torso off the ground to get the oblique engagement. As you come up, you keep that bottom leg down if needed. Your best, commercial 1970 exercise with your leg warmers on in your one piece, your onesie. And then we got your sprint and skip for some power, for some cardio if needed. And then we had your Tabata finisher. We'll do a skater, leg raise, hip raise, and a touch of floor jack, 20 on, top 10 off. So it's a more of a Tabata +1 since there are 3 exercises. And you go 3 times each, so 9 sets. That will be your complex hurricane. Usually a quicker warm up with this one due to a longer demonstration, but once you get going, it's nonstop. Boom. With 1 minute to spare. That is your Friday, Monday, Wednesday. Soon to be your Monday, Wednesday, Friday workout.
Got it. There we go.
All right, so on to week 38, Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday. Soon to be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. It's going to be different. All right, 35 on, 10 off. We have automatic 6 stations. This is Typically, usually a quicker format that goes pretty fast. That's why it's automatically 6. We notice with 5 stations with 15 seconds prior to, there'll be a lot of time left on the clock. So you get automatic 6 stations on this one with that 10 seconds transition. We have a combination of dumbbell stability ball, nice because then you can just keep the weights where they're at, the stability ball where they're at for the entire week. You don't have to worry about moving them out the way. So you have a dumbbell pullover. So the pullover is actually a lat workout. So you're going to focus more on your lats on this one as you come above the head, biceps to air, and you want to end chest level. A lot of times you want to come up to their waist. You want to end right below up on the pecs, getting a good squeeze at the top, getting that length, open up the lats, come back up with that squeeze. Upper back, neck, and head is resting in the ball. You go heavy with the weight, so it's gonna be a good one too to help people get set in a position for that dumbbell pullover. Then you got your power band arm farm. So you want to get your best farmer impression out. You can pull your pants up to your nipples, like, you know, and then have some fun with it as if you want to be a farmer and work on the guns and triceps. All right. You can break it up. You're gonna do like 3 curls, 3 tricep extensions. Just alternate on and off throughout the 35-second there. I do recommend though, you can probably step out further with the bicep curls, walking closer to the anchor point as you get the tricep extensions, and make sure to lock an elbow to the side. We extend at the elbow and then bend at the elbow. Will be our power band movement. Then we have your goblet catch and your goblet squats. So we're gonna capture a hinge and a squat at one time. So you're gonna power the dumbbell up to your chest and then go down to that squat. So you want to make sure you are starting to kettlebell in between your feet, directly below you, as if you're doing a deadlift. Don't pull too far from in front. You put a lot more pressure on your lower back. That's no bueno. All right, catch it and then hit that squat. That is exercise or kettlebell. So then we go back to our power boxes. We have your squat thrust. You can do it from the box, all right, hand in the box, or you can do it from the floor. You want to progress it, go to the floor, and you get your step overs, your DECA style step overs. Now, if you don't have a lot of plow boxes, what it can do instead of doing the step over, they can do a squat thrust. They can tag team. They can just step up, come back off, squat thrust, and then they can share the boxes. Sharing is caring. So if you don't have enough boxes to have someone say their own, share the boxes on this one. TRX Bosu ball, earthquake push-up. I would say this would be the one that you want to start at to help members get their feet into the fandles. As you're on it, so you have a twofer with the Bosu ball and the TRX. You're going to start shaking, vibrating the Bosu ball. And as you go down, get that push up and then come right back up. A lot of core work on this one, keeping hips in line with the shoulders. They can still add a mini band above the elbow if needed and make sure it goes across your sternum. As they go into that push up, they can shake it out or come back up. If the shaking is too much, they can just stick with that Bosu ball push up with with the TRX, feet in the fandle. So definitely the station I will be starting at to get members' feet in the fandles on this one. And then you have a serve, sandbag, fit fighter, ram. We're gonna go to an alternating single leg deadlift. So you get your single leg balance work on this one with that row. So horizontal push. It makes you alternate it. Legs, 35 on the clock. It takes away from the awkward switch. Last set, best set. No one wants to switch halfway on 35 because that's like, who knows, 24.5 seconds into, well, not even, like 15.5, 16.5. Yeah. 16 and a half. So just alternate legs so you don't have to think about the mind game of switch them halfway through on last set, best set. And then we're going to go to our stability ball alternating shoulder press. You're going to keep it up by alternating side, bicep to air. I'll get another one that you might want to be there to help them, assist them with their weights. And again, you are cycling the room, so you know that the weight might not be there when they come back. So just be aware if members are looking for them, hustle up, help them find the weight that they want. You know, what are you looking for? 30, grab a 30 from them, have them sit down, hand them the 30, and you can spot them too. So just be there as a coach to have them get their weight so they're not searching around for the weight. You get your chest flies. So this one is gonna be a burner, okay? So you go to you know, you can go 3 to 5, 10 reps, depending on like the time. If you're working with a small band, you really get the burns. You want to go up high, come medium, higher, or come down low. for like 3 to 5, 10, come medium, 3 to 5, 10, and aim higher. So you get the lower part pec, mid pec, and upper pec with the complex fly. So get that burn going. And already a lot of people's chests is burned from the decline flies this week. So working on the pecs. Kettlebell single arm roll to a high plank. So we're not doing a squat thrust, just gonna roll it out, kick your feet back to that high plank, stabilize your core, hop back in, alternate the roll. So again, alternate the roll on this one. If you are working with a heavier kettlebell, they can keep their hands on it, but if they are working with a smaller kettlebell, I highly recommend that they bring your hands down to the floor as they go into that high plank. Do not keep your hand on the kettlebell, because if it does roll, it won't be pretty for the wrist, the face, or anything. All right. So instead of trying to keep your hands on the actual handle part of the kettlebell, have bring your hands down to the ground and then come up getting that roll. And we're going to go into a reverse crunch, into a V up. You can add weight on this one, as you can bring the knee up to the chest, add the V up on this one, use a box for assistance, lean back on this, keep the core engaged. Really doesn't matter the height of the box. You know, all this is really working the core. There's no purpose of us even having it, just because there's not much you can do bilaterally on a plyo box. So that's why I put it there, and it gets our core work. And then we have another twofer, iron legs with the Bosu ball. Now this one have the handles front to back. So make sure you adjust the handles on this one. As they go down into the squat, they're gonna hop onto the ball, hit the lunges off the ball. Okay, so you get some mobility work of the ankle, stability work of the ankle, hip, knees, going into that lunge. And obviously, if you're not comfortable working the Bosu ball, do the classic TRX iron leg, or even iron leg without the straps. All right. And then I always call this one like burst into the castle door. So you're training for people that go to Disney or watch princess movies. When you're getting that strike, you want to strike it as you're trying to knock in that door on this one. So some good fun analogy with that. As you get the side shuffle, strike, soft knee, you knock across the feet. And it is football season, and we got a lot of Bills fans up in New York. So we got the shout finisher. Hopefully they win tonight, so it won't be as painful all week long doing shout. But if they do lose tonight, I ain't gonna be mad. That's our workout for Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday, week 38. Boom. Questions, comments, concerns?